Hello and welcome back to my channel, All Things Beautiful. I am Sophia Roos. Today I'm doing another perfume review, and I have chosen a perfume that I actually never thought I would even try, let alone buy. And it's by Juicy Couture. I have had a little roller bottle of the I Am Juicy Couture, and I got it because my daughter didn't want the perfume, so she gave it to me, and I remember I kept it at work in my desk, and I would roll it on my right here on my forearm every now and then. And I just remember, like, throughout the day, I'd be like, what is that smell? Something smells really nice. And I realized that it was the I Am Juicy Couture, and I loved it. So then when I saw this one and I heard some reviews, and my daughter actually told me she liked this one, I went ahead and I bought it because it made me think that, okay, if it's a warm scent, it smells like caramel, I'm going to like it, because that's kind of the way I Am Juicy Couture smells. It smells very, very similar to I Am Juicy Couture. It has that warmth. And the dry down on this is really, really nice. So the bottle is very heavy. I am not a fan of the Juicy Couture bottles, although I get it. You know, it's the brand. It's what they market. It's tacky, and that's their thing. You know, that's their vibe. It's kind of old school perfume mixed with kind of like newer vibe here. But yeah, I mean, the bottle is just, it is what it is, honestly. But anyways, yes, I bought it, and it was not a blind buy. I did go to Macy's. I tried it on, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Kept smelling my arm. Very similar to I Am Juicy Couture. Same kind of a dry down. It's really a really pretty smell. It's kind of hard to describe if you're not really like into caramel. It's a very heavy caramel smell. And I can even say, to me, it even has almost like a little bit of a salted caramel smell. That is a very, very deep, sticky kind of smell. Not sticky like Scandal, or the other perfume that's to me very similar to Scandal is Girl of Now, which I don't like, that kind of like sickly, sticky. This, I think, can be a little sickly to some people because it really is very, very sweet, but it's a rich, deep, warm. I just think of melted, like if you've ever walked into a chocolate shop where they're actually making caramel, that's what it smells like. I will look at the different accords. So the main accord is caramel, vanilla. It's fruity, sweet. So here's where my nose stops basically at caramel, vanilla, a little fruity, but not too much, and sweet. It does have white floral, which I can almost detect it in there. There is a floral after sniffed scent to it. It's mostly just very, very sweet. But it does have like a white floral. It also has, let's see, I want to see if I can find the actual notes. Okay, so it has honeysuckle and jasmine, has wild berries. So I guess this is where the fruity comes in. I can't say I actually detect a lot of wild berries, but honeysuckle, jasmine, sambac, the caramel for sure, vanilla, amber, a little sandalwood. I could. It's really just such a pretty smell for somebody who likes sweet. Now, it's not the type of sweet where it's like a kind of like candy sweet all over the place, although I guess it could be. It is a very rich, rich, sweet smell. And really, it just takes on like a very perfumey caramel. And it does, for some reason, for me, it's just warm. It has such a warm vibe to it. I do think this is marketed toward younger people. Let me get back to my live screen. This is marketed toward young people. I think because of how it looks, but you know, I'm not that young and I can pull it off. So, you know, even if you're older, you could still pull it off. No one's going to say, ooh, that smells really young. It's not that kind of a perfume either. It's not a bubble gum, at least not to me. It's not bubble gum cotton candy smelling like the Ariana Grande Cloud, which I love anyways. It does have like the little floral tone to it that I think it almost distracts a little bit from the caramel, and it gives it a little bit more body, more makes it a little more interesting, I guess, because it does have a little bit of that little floral. I'm not getting a lot of the fruitiness, but a lot of people smell it, so the fruity. The sweet just kind of gets mixed in. It's salted caramel, vanilla, a little bit of floral, the white, the creamy floral. It's creamy, warm. It's like caramel melting in your mouth. It's with a little bit of a perfume added to it, like flowers. I recommend this perfume right here. I've tried the others from this Viva La Juicy. This is the only one that I actually really like. And it's, again, the Viva La Juicy Couture Gold. So I do recommend it. And again, I feel like the way the bottle is made, it's almost suggesting that it's for a younger kind of party girl. I'm not a party girl. I like to have a good time. I'm not that young, but I can still pull it off. And I still feel it is a very, very pretty scent. Now, I will say this. It can come off very strong and very sticky smelling, like a very deep, rich caramel. When it dries down, and give it about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, it takes on a slightly different personality where it feels like the candy part of it sort of fades and up comes like the more floral, a little more sophisticated after it dries down a little bit. You have to wait for it. And I cannot stress that enough. And that is the exact vibe. And it's so similar to I Am Juicy Couture that happened to me with the I Am Juicy Couture. And I did it with this one to test it out if it does the exact same thing, just from experience with the I Am Juicy Couture, and it did. What you're going to be left with, and it is a skin scent. I think it projects well right away. But after, if you give it about 2 hours, when you hold your nose, or you get a little whiff here and there if you're moving your arm around, it dries down to this amazing, warm, sweet caramelly / that's where the flowers come out, I think. And it's really nice, the dry down. And I can't say that enough. It gives it little slightly different personality at the dry down. It does change in the dry down. Not totally. It just other things come out, like the floral, and it's a little bit more sophisticated. The sweetness kind of dies down a little bit, tones down, and you're left with a little bit more of a sophisticated base. So if you are going to try this and you don't like it at first spray, it's okay. I suggest, for real, like, this is one of those perfumes that you need to let it dry down. You need to give it an hour, and after an hour, go back, sniff your arm or wherever it is that you sprayed it, have someone smell. It takes on a more sophisticated, nicer personality. So that is my review. I totally recommend this Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. Thank you for watching my channel, and I will see you later with another perfume review. Bye-bye.